welcome back to another video from the Couch Bros. Christian here with my brother Luca. Another weekend of Serie A in the bag. We'll let you guys take a look at the results before we get on to our discussion. So as you guys can see, few red cards there of course, but we'll go on to the results. A lot of goals scored, which is great to see. This strikers in Serie A being able to score, being able to showcase their class, I guess. Not many big results, I get. Well,
Roma 2-0. That's it. It's all that matters. Atalanta tying Juve is another big result. Lazio 6-1 and Chievo beating Fiorentina 2-1. So then those are the most interesting to me.
Yeah. So I guess like you said. Saturday had two games. We had Genoa hosting Bologna, and then Udinese Sampdoria. Bologna just getting a lone goal from ex-Palacio, steals the win. Genoa in trouble. You know, they sacked Juric last year, brought him back, saved them, and now he's struggling again. We can maybe see his time at an end perhaps at Genoa. And then we had the Udinese Sampdoria game where Udinese won 4-0 thanks to 3 penalties. Man, I don't think I've seen a game like that in a while. Have you?
No, but Udinese played well. Sampdoria, especially even without the red card, they didn't play that very well from a side that beat Milan. So it's surprising there as well with Udinese getting a very good win that they needed. So
yeah, and that was Sampdoria's first loss of the season. They're now not one of the few teams still to be unbeaten. But there is still a lot of time. Let's see who can still keep up that record. Then we'll go into Saturday's games. You know, Napoli continuing their run of form, the only team to win every game so far. They just keep scoring, man. They're something else.
Yeah, they're good. Their next game is against us, so that's when they both Roma and Napoli have to really push their best, especially after the international break. So we'll see what happens.
I know international break does play a lot of a big part in these teams. Because sometimes their players will be fatigued or come back injured, so they can miss a lot of players in this time. But
yeah. Well, we have De Rossi already injured and Pellegrini now.
So it would be tough for you guys. Then we had the 9 o'clock games: Torino, Verona, Spal, Crotone, Lazio, Sassuolo, Chievo, Fiorentina, and Benevento, Inter. Benevento still unlucky. Look, what we thought were going to be blowout. They only lost by a goal. You know, Inter managing to win, but they're still struggling, you know?
Now they're at the beginning, they did good. It doesn't matter at the end as long as they get the 3 points, but Inter have to do even harder against the big teams.
Yeah, they're probably going to have to step it up, you know, continue it considering their next game is against the Rossoneri. That will be tough, you know, let's see what Spalletti can do. Fiorentina, after finding their groove, losing away to Chievo, you know, Chievo is always a tricky side. No matter who they play, they can still grab a good result. They're one of those teams that don't get really blown out, you could say. They always put up a challenge. But it was interesting to see them win. And then Lazio demolishing Sassuolo 6-1. You know, Sassuolo take the lead, and then it just went from shit pretty much there. You know, like it just went downhill.
Yeah, Sassuolo haven't been really that good besides since Di Francesco left. That coach is struggling to maintain that quality they had before, but they don't have that anymore since he left.
Yeah, and he did bring something with Christian Bucchi. It's a different Sassuolo side.
Yeah, but losing Pellegrini and De Frel is kind of a big loss in their midfield and their forwards.
I know they did bring back Falcinelli, who did have a good spell at Crotone last year, but he's not the answer to their prayers. They basically need to revamp the whole team, you know? But Bucchi is also, I believe, his first year coaching too. Like, you're coaching a team like that in such a hard competition, you know? It's tough. Spal grabbing a point against Crotone. Polski scoring his first goal. Crotone managing to pick up a good point away, you know? They would have liked the victory, but they'll take anything right now, considering they're just trying to rack up the points. And then Torino, Verona 2-2. You know, Torino had the 2-0 lead, and then they just gave it up in the last few minutes. Keane scoring the 87th, and Pazzini scored on a penalty in injury time. So Torino need to be consistent. Like, they can't be a Europa League team if that's what they want to compete for. If they're giving up games like that, I guess, right? And then we go into the midday game. Unfortunately, I'm very disappointed at this. You know, Milan did play well up until the goal. Yes, they did.
All that matters is the win.
Yes, it does. All that matters.
is the
But I'm
win.
just saying, Milan were playing well until the game, and then as soon as the goal, they lost it.
Two good goals.
Two good goals. Florenzi
no.
got a rebound.
If
He got a
you saw
rebound.
the play that built up, Zeko holding the ball against Bonucci, gave it to Nainggolan, great shot, a good save too, and then Romagnoli shot
But
it
it's
off.
not. It's a rebound. It's not a great goal.
I'm saying the play was
Dude.
nice. The play was nice. Zeko's goal was nice as well.
Yes, his was nice. Dzeko did have a nice goal,
Bonucci,
but
where
again,
you at? Where you at?
I know.
Where you
Bonucci's
at?
been
You
slacking.
started stuff with Zeko and he shut you up. Where you at now?
Actually, Dzeko started
No,
stuff.
no, no.
Dzeko started stuff. Bonucci will always eat Dzeko alive, so
Okay, 2-0. Good night.
it doesn't matter. You guys still won't win anything. Just saying. But that's a big thing now too, considering Milan lost. It's against Montel's future. You know, he did have a meeting after with the team. Sorry, with the directors like Fasona and Mirabelli to discuss the plan. They are sticking with him, but how long are they going to stick with him if he continues
I
to
think if
lose?
we lose the derby next week, they're done. He's done. 100% done.
Like, I know there are rumors with Ancelotti. As
Ancelotti-
much as I want to see Ancelotti come back, I don't know if he'll come back just yet. He probably won't be
think
coming back at this time, you know? And there's not many good coaches out there. Like, there's Mazzari, which, no.
Benitez.
It's hard to say, but, like, Montella is a good coach. It's just, I don't know what it is now. Like, I guess maybe they're trying to find the system. Like, I know he started with 4 at the back, now he's with 3 after everyone demanded it to try it out after the loss against Lazio. But now we're struggling with it, so maybe we should go back to the 4-3-3 or change it up, 4-2-3-1, you know?
You guys could also get maybe Suso. Coach
That's the thing.
Fiorentina.
Oh, Paulo Sosa. I thought you were talking
Sosa, yeah.
I thought you said Sousa the player. That's why I was like, he's the one who should be starting. You know, Jack's still recovering from injury, so he's not fully fit. But maybe now with Çalhanoğlu struggling and sent off, it will give him the chance to create. As well, maybe have something where Suso can play, because he's like one of Milan's top players. But I guess that's enough for a rant for today. For now, probably. But the last game of the day was Atalanta hosting Juve. Juve had a 2-goal lead. But then Atalanta managing to come back.
Great result.
There was, I guess, some controversy in this game because Mandzukic's goal, which would have made it 3-1, was disallowed because of an incident against Papu Gomez from Lichtsteiner. Lichtsteiner elbowed Papu Gomez, and then it kept going until they decided to review it. Lots of people saying Papu Gomez dove.
Well, he showed on his Instagram the cut on the lip, so it wasn't as much, but
You can still see he wasn't diving, you know. And anytime you get elbowed, it does hurt. Like, it does. And really, and especially, like, the penalty that Dybala missed. Like, that was even controversy. As you guys said, the ref was wrong to award the penalty after using VAR. It fully hit his shoulder. It did not use a handball at all. You guys voted. We agree with you guys. So that's the one thing VAR. Like, it's still a mistake.
It's
like,
Juve. It's Juve. That's it. It's just Juve. That's just Juve. That's it. Just Juve. That's it.
But in general, you know, VAR is supposed to make it good, but at the same time, refs can still make the wrong call at the same time. So that's the one thing about VAR. As much as it's supposed to help, the refs can still make the wrong call. And that's pretty much what they did here. It could have gifted Juve the victory, but what else can you do? Unfortunately, we didn't. We've just watched highlights, so we couldn't really watch all the games. Couldn't really think of a player of the day, but a lot of players did showcase their class. So
there's Brozovic, Zeko was up there.
we do want to hear from you guys who you think was the player of the day, because we couldn't do our poll, unfortunately. But we'll go on to see the goal. Say the goal of the weekend, considering we managed to see the goals. There I would say 3 contenders: Brozovic's free kick, Luis Alberto's free kick, and then Dzeko's goal against Milan. Who would you say?
Well, I'm being biased for Zeko, but there was a big shot. There's a big break to open up the game more, especially against a Milan side that was like pushing for that goal. I think, and That's what I believe. I'm not trying to be as biased, but I feel like that goal wasn't a big goal to really shape that match.
Basically, a dagger in the heart, you could say, right?
I guess.
For me, I would probably go with the one of the free kicks. I'm gonna probably say Luis Alberto, because it was at such a weird angle. It wasn't one of those shooting range. It was a shooting range, but it wasn't much where you expect someone to score. It's one of those to cross it in. He got it top shelf, top corner. Like, it was just a beauty of a free kick. Luis Alberto is really showcasing his class. He's a very talented player for Lazio, and this is what they need in order to stay consistent. You guys let us know who you think had the goal of the day. I forgot to mention this last week in our last video, but I recently did a podcast with a fellow Milan fan, Elaine of Milan Obsession, for all you Milanista who want to check it out. The link will be in the bio down below. It's just basically talking about the Mercato Milan had, Europa League, Serie A, all that, as well as the previous international break. And it does talk about my time in Italy, where I got to visit Milanello, Casa Milan, and the San Siro for a course I did in Italy. So if you guys can check it out, it would be great. And as well, follow Milan Obsession for all you Milanista who want some good opinions. Follow us on Twitter at culture_bros for more Serie A content and more discussions to come. Follow us on YouTube for more Serie A content as well and videos to come. We hope to hear from you guys soon. Ciao!